gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe.
Hey everybody, it's Mailbag Day. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince.
Vince, people sent us some stuff in the mail, and now...
Hence, Mailbag Day.
It's Mailbag Day, yes indeed. So, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this stuff. This may be a little bit long. We'll go through the stuff as quickly as we can. We've got 3 items to show you today. And before we jump right into it, let me mention 2 things. First of all, if you have sent us something in the past, and I never mentioned it on Comic Book Late Night when I was doing that, feel free to let me know if you'd like me to try to hunt it down and show it in a later Mailbag Day. I want to make sure everybody gets a shout-out for doing these, because it's so cool that people send us mail. So,
yes, thank you.
It's really neat, and we want everybody to know how much we appreciate it, and that we definitely plan on using at least some of this stuff for reviewing things later on. And if nothing else, it adds to the comic book vault, and if it's comic book stuff, and gives us more overall comic book knowledge. We really appreciate that from everybody. If you'd like to send us something to the comic book to the comic book vault, or if you want to send us, like a DVD that you'd like us to try to review, anything like that, you can send it to Geekvolution PO Box 14183, Lenexa, Kansas 66285. And now that all the preliminary stuff's out of the way, let's jump right into it. First off, we got a DVD of a fan film that I saw at the Superman Celebration of Metropolis this year. This is Batman: The Line, and this is, I don't think you've seen this yet. No. This is a short film. This is a short film. It's about 11 to 15 minutes or so about Jason Todd, and it takes place after a particular issue of Batman. I don't think it says on there. I forget now what exactly it is, but it's after some major stuff happened with Jason Todd, well before he died, and it kind of is an ethical debate back and forth between Bruce and Jason about whether you should kill people who do horrible things. That's pretty much what it is. The setting,
but you should. It's true.
The setting of it is really neat. I don't know where they were able to shoot that looks like a cave, but it's really kind of cool. The costuming is decent. I'm not crazy about the Batman mask. That's kind of the only thing I didn't like about it. But the script is decent, and it's a neat fan film. It's very cool. And like I said, I got to see it at Metropolis, which was neat. And I've since watched it since we got that DVD. Here's what Henry writes. This is, by the way, by Henry James Tripson is the guy, and I actually met him at Metropolis, and he says, "Hi Cap, Henry here. I was really hoping to send you a copy of my fan film with a prestigious seal on its cover showing an award it's won. Alas, after being a featured selection at 5 film festivals, which is nice nonetheless, it remains unawarded. Sorry to hear that. I'm really hoping you might still consider mentioning it on your channel," which I'm doing at this very moment. "If you're short on things to recommend, or if you wanted to give it a little review like The Real Manos, I'd be forever in your debt. Peace and long life, Henry." So be sure to go to Henry's channel and check out Batman: The Line, and I'll make sure and put a link to it in the description. There that is. I don't want to talk too much about it because I want people to watch it. But anyway, that's that. And then here's something odd that we got. Okay, this is a demo CD, and I've not listened to this yet, by the way. Just got this recently. This is a demo CD by a guy who's calling himself the Starship, not to be confused with the final incarnation of Jefferson Airplane. Vince, we each get one of these demo CDs. You get, here, you can have number 40, and I'll take number 44. He's printed 100 of these, and we got 2 of them, Vince. How cool is that?
Thank you.
This guy is obviously a Star Trek fan, not just because his name is the Starship, but also because he sent us this note on Kirk paper.
That's pretty cool, by the way. I'm not even like a huge Star Trek fan, but I saw that, I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of neat.
It says, Captain Logan and Vince, a.k.a. Dooms Vince. I don't think he understands that.
I don't know who Dooms Vince is. That guy is just a horrible dude that haunts Cap every now and again.
He writes a rather long letter, and if I can read his handwriting well enough, I'll read this as quickly as I can. It says, "Greetings, Captain Logan and Dooms Vince." Unfortunately, Dooms Vince is not present, so we'll just...
I will pass along Dooms Vince's... I'll pass along your regards to Dooms Vince.
But you don't even know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
Okay. You are probably wondering who who the hell is the Starship and why is it something you mail? Sorry, I always pause because I never know if I should read expletives. Well, I'll do that. I'll read that, but I won't read other things there. Okay, anyway. I am an alien, time and interdimensional traveler, now hiding out and studying the human population through the entertainment they consume and the figures they idolize, Vince. I have found that music is a fascinating method of communication. I don't think he means... This is why I have created a CD of music to... I'm not sure what that word says. To gain awareness to the extraterrestrial occupation of the planet and my mission to reach the legendary orgy at the end of the universe. My prime directive is to bring... Keep in mind, I didn't write this. I'm just reading. My prime directive is to bring as many different species with me as possible. In my research of humankind, I found Geekvolution to be an excellent source of information, analysis, and your recent reviews of music encouraged me to send you my CD, The Lost Neuro Pathway. And thank you very much for doing that. It is for a mature audience and contains lyrics that some humans may find disturbing, vulgar, or insensitive. However, everything I have learned about you humans suggests the album will appeal to the more intelligent and open-minded ones with a sense of humor. This being said, there is a CD for each of you. If you don't enjoy it, please pass it along to a human that will. You can find out more about the Starship at www.thestarshipmusic.com or YouTube/thestarshipmusic. Any feedback would be appreciated, and feel free to review or suggest to your viewers if you enjoy it. I know it's not for everyone, but the best things never are. Live long and F the universe. The Starship. So
at the end of it.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
Anyway, yeah, that's that. And here's his business card. It's the Starship, and so thank you very much for that. Vince and I will take a listen.
I thought that thing was gonna hit the floor.
Sorry,
like crap.
I'm an idiot. That's yours. So you hang on. And here you can have a business card too. Okay, there's that stuff. And here comes now the box. Vince, are you ready for the box?
What's in the box, Jokey?
Here comes the box. This is from the Comics Kid 2099, who has graciously sent us these big boxes before. And I once again want to say thanks so much for all the comics you've sent our way. And we have been enjoying them, and we plan on doing more reviews of some of them on the Comic Vault. Dearest Captain Logan, Vince, once again, he thinks you're Dooms, Vince. I don't know what that's about. Dearest Captain Logan, Vince, Sarah, and all auxiliary members of the Geekvolution Army. From my understanding, nobody on your side of things considers himself an X-Men fan in the strictest sense.
Well, I'd say he's right about that for me, but I don't know about you.
Well, I have to say, I have a ton of X-Men comics that I've not read. And so, I like what I like, but yeah, I would say I'm actually almost more of... See, I don't want to say I'm more of a movie fan because half of them are bad. But more screen stuff. I mean, like...
Yeah. Well,
so much of my X-Men knowledge came from animated.
Yeah, cartoon series. I like Whedon's series a lot.
I like to consider myself an X-Men fan, and I've recently renewed my interest in the franchise after taking a little more of a break from the monthly comics. Now I have fully embraced the trade paperbacks, and I have replaced all of the enclosed single issues with trade paperbacks that collect set issues. Wow. And I say that having already looked at some of what's in here. And someone who considers himself an X-Men fan, I have found that people who have trouble penetrating the franchise, as it seems to me you guys might be among that group of people, should follow this course of action. Dive headfirst into the world of X-Men, and when confused, dive deeper. I believe there is a vast well of amazing comicness here, and I would like to contribute to your knowing of by donating these comics. Also, some movies I don't like... paperback novels, stories I would consider of the superhero variety, and small trades that I now have in another sturdier form. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this development of a new dimension of the ever-evolving comic book vault. Always a fan, the Comics Kid 2099. It's a really nice note. Thanks very much. That's so cool. And now let's find out what's in it, Vince.
Amazing comicness. Or awesome comicness. I forget which one it was now. The comicness. I like that word.
So we got a couple of Doctor Who books from, I've already looked at these, from 1989 is when these are from, and I think...
It's a good year.
And I think my wife already has dibs on these. She took one look at these and was like, I gotta have those. And then we've got C.S. Lewis's Out of the Silent Planet, which I've not read, and have always meant to. Here is a copy of Logan's Run. Would you like this? You have that one, Vince. I've got that movie. And by the way, I'm letting you have that, and I think that's a way cooler case than the one I've got. And here is a novel called Generation X Genogoths.
Geno. As opposed to Gotho jeans,
kind of odd. Okay,
which are just black jeans.
Beneath the Planet of the Apes. And Pirates of Venus by Edgar Rice Burroughs. There's a ton of stuff in here.
I like Edgar Rice Burroughs, actually.
Michael Moorcock, City of the Beast. I've never read any Michael Moorcock. I've heard of him, but I've never read any of his stuff.
I've heard somebody say he's worthwhile, but I haven't read anything from him either.
And here comes the comics. Some of this is really exciting to me. First of all, here's the Dark Phoenix Saga, which I have some of in singles, but I don't have all of it, so that's really exciting. We can fight over some of this later if you want to, Vince. But anyway, there's that, and yeah. We won't do our fighting here. We'll do our fighting later.
Now, what is Mutant Massacre? Mutant Massacre. X-Men Mutant Massacre. There you go.
Now, if you don't mind, I do really want this one, Vince. Here's the thing. Okay, here's Days of Future Past, and I used to have Days of Future Past, and years ago I lent it to someone and never got it back.
Well, that sounds like it deserves to be in your collection.
And if you don't mind, I would like to keep this.
I would like to read it.
Totally fight about it. That would be okay with me. But anyway, we can fight about it. Okay, here's some other stuff. Here's the 2-issue mini X-Men and Alpha Flight, and then a bunch of Uncanny. I'm not going to go through all of this. But yeah, well, maybe not a bunch, but there's some Uncanny here. Here's Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 4. We've been getting some Ultimate Spider-Man trades. Like, I'm slowly building. You've got all this already, I think.
Yeah, I have all of it, except for, like, around the Ultimate.
I've been slowly building Ultimate Spider-Man trades without buying them. People keep saying, I've got like 4 now sent by folks.
Well, I'm telling you, it's good.
People are so nice. Anyway,
See, Comics Kid knows what's up. It's good stuff.
Well, and let's stop real quick and say we never expect this kind of stuff. It's very cool that people are so nice to send us things, and that's why we want to make sure and spend some time showing folks what we got. Like I said, lots of Uncanny. I'm not going to show all this.
Some new X-Men.
Bunch of Uncanny, bunch of regular X-Men. And then super exciting.
Oh, speaking of Whedon's
Run, are you ready for this? This is 1 through 24 consecutively.
See, I have the first 2 trades, but that's where it ended for me.
Okay, we'll fight about that one too then. Because you know me, I collect singles, so I would be more likely to have these in singles than I would. But anyway, we'll talk about it. X-Men Legacy. Okay, well, we'll talk about it. Because I don't want to keep everything. But anyway, so that's that box. So tons of X-Men. We're going to read this stuff. I especially got to get back into Astonishing because I've read like half of it. And haven't read the rest. Or at least I've read half of that. Is that where his run ends?
I don't know.
Okay, we got to check. I really don't know. Okay.
I've read probably literally half of that.
So that's it for Mailbag Day. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince.
And we'll see you next time when we have some more mail.
Yeah. Thanks again, guys.